welcome back to, I was going to say R&M.
Still getting used to it, guys.
I'm still getting used to it anyway. Jackie stayed with us to get a glimpse of Lee McCarthy, hopefully, and it's time now to introduce our next guest. She is, of course, an Irish musician who, according to our very own President Michael D. Higgins, is a national treasure, and if he's saying it, then it must be true. With a career spanning over 40 years, countless tours and concerts, 20 albums, there's really no one quite like Sharon Shannon.
Absolutely. There's no rest for the wicked because Sharon is back with some more new music and she joins us now to tell us all about and what she's been up to. Welcome, Sharon, to the 6 o'clock show.
That's an intro and a half, isn't it?
I know. Now, Sharon.
That's an intro and a half.
Of course, for Sharon, we have to congratulate you and all of Clare on the win yesterday.
Oh, amazing, wasn't it?
You're, of course, watching. Tell us, where were you? What was the atmosphere like?
I was actually in a hotel room. I can't think of the name of the hotel, down at the Emu, the Forest Festival in Emu, County Laois.
Nice.
And I was watching it in the hotel room at the same time, trying to get all my notes together for this gig that we were doing that night, which was a tribute to Shane MacGowan. Oh. So I had so many things to learn, and I was trying to do all the notes for it and watch the telly at the same time. But
Sharon, of course, you are a Clare woman born and bred because you're from a beautiful village called Rouen, there, just north of Venice.
That's right. Yeah. And Corofin as well. I went to school in Corofin, but Rouen. We're from the parish of Rouen, and Corofin is our postal address. So I have to say both.
You have to get them both in. Now, sport may not be your passion. But music certainly is. And is it true that you've been brought to almost every flower around the country over the last couple of decades?
Well, when we were kids, my mother and father brought us to every kind of a flower that was going all around the country. And it was amazing. We had a great childhood.
And you come from a really musical family as well, don't you?
That's right, yeah. My parents were, even before we ever learned to play, I just remember distinctly my parents loving music, and every time some Irish music came on the radio, they'd be out dancing around the kitchen and showing us how to do the various different Irish dances as well.
Now, you're synonymous with the accordion. Tell us, what made you gravitate towards it so much? Was there a particular moment or a person that inspired you to pick it up?
Well, like I said again before, my first instrument was the tin whistle. Yeah. But I started playing the tin whistle when I was 8. But years before I ever started playing the tin whistle, we used to visit my auntie Kathleen in Liscannor, County Clare, and I remember her husband Eamon used to take down an old melodeon from a high shelf and used to play this melodeon for us. And I remember being really mesmerised and, fascinated with the instrument. I thought it was a really magical instrument and, a real just beautiful instrument and beautiful sounding. I just loved the sound. And a good few years later then when we got the opportunity to get some instruments besides tin whistles, I would have been 11, I'd say, when I got my first accordion.
How many do you play in total? She's kind of like a one-man band here.
Well, the whistle was my first instrument, like I said, and I started playing the accordion then when I was 11. And then when I was 18, I was in college in Cork, and I didn't like being in college, and I thought I might as well make some useful make my time useful, and I started playing the fiddle in Cork, and I played the fiddle every day for about 8 hours, I'd say.
And of course, Sharon, you've now added the electric guitar to your arsenal. How did that come about?
It was in 2020. It was like a thing like the Ice Bucket Challenge. It was a thing for raising money for a charity. And I got a phone call from my friend Robbie Henshaw, the
Rugby player, you can say his name, Robbie Henshaw. Oh, my friend, just name dropping there.
That's quite a name to
You and Robbie, come on, tell us about that.
Well, I know Robbie through the music. You see, all his family are great traditional musicians. They're fantastic, and I know them through some other very good friends in Athlone. And so he had been asked to do this challenge where you learn a new instrument in 5 days, and then you have to post up in social media the fruits
Whatever
of
you
your
learnt.
labour. And you have to, like with the Ice Bucket Challenge, you have to nominate 3 other people to do the same. And I forget now how we raised the money, or maybe it was just awareness about this particular charity. So he asked me if he could nominate me, and I said, yeah, you can, of course, but I hadn't a clue what I was going to do. But then I got this notion. Gregorio, who lives in my house, he's a great heavy metal guitarist. Yeah. And he plays heavy metal all day long in the house.
And some lad called Gregorio in your house playing heavy metal.
Yes, yeah.
I love it. I want to come around to your place for tea.
Yeah, and he's absolutely brilliant. So I asked him if I could take the loan of his Flying V guitar, and I didn't even know what a Flying V was at the time, but wow. he very graciously gave me the lend of his very precious guitar and showed me a few tricks, and off I went, and I got this. I got the things posted up in 5 days later.
Well, listen, even 4 years later, you're a master at it, because we have your new single, Jack of Trades, and we hear, Jack of Hearts, and we hear your electric guitar featured on the track. Tell us all about that.
Well, I've been writing a lot of tunes on the guitar. There's something about playing the guitar that I can find. I end up writing different tunes on the guitar than I would on the fiddle or the accordion. It seems to go in different places for me. And so I was thinking I'd like to write a little catchy riff for a song on the guitar. And I was so happy with the little riff that I came out with. I thought, God, that would make a nice instrumental. Just make it into an instrumental. So I wrote a bit more, a second part for it in the same vein. And so that's the end result, the Jack of Hearts.
I love it. It's very rock and roll. I was listening to it in the car on the way here.
Oh, really?
And it's a great sound. Do you like playing with different sounds? Because, like, I'd say people who know some of your other music, your older stuff, would say this is quite different.
Oh, well, my main instrument is the accordion. Yeah. But I've always loved the sound of a distorted electric guitar in Irish. Well, in any music, but I love it in Irish music. And my opinion is it's not used enough in Irish music.
Sharon, do you think actually trad music is having a big resurgence at the moment?
Oh, yes. Yeah. It's been going on for years. But very, very big. It's huge.
And obviously the Fla down in Wexford this year as well.
I was playing down there. I was playing at the Fla in Wexford, and just it's really brilliant to see so many young people into Irish music and jigs and reels, and so many of the young people are multi-instrumentalists as well, and they're all unbelievable. It's amazing to see.
Now, Jackie, we're going to hope that you'll kind of instigate a trad session going on in the Olympic Village.
Wow, OK, yeah, I'm up for it.
Maybe send us some behind-the-scenes
I'm going to learn a few things off Sharon. 5 days, she told me I'll be able to play this. Not a matter. Yeah.
I love the guitar and recording at the same time. Yeah.
Now, Sharon, you are actually going to treat us to a bit of a
live performance.
A bit of a live performance, and we're ready to have it.
I'm
to celebrate your win yesterday.
Yes,
yes, come on, the banner.
I don't know if I can get on board with this.
I have a little tune. It's a traditional reel called the fairy reel, but I'll only play it if you promise to dance.
Yeah, OK, we'll do it.
I'm very willing to do it there.
We'll do another reel.
We'll do anything to it if you bob here. Bob.
Fantastic.
Anyway, Sharon's brand new single, Jack of Hearts, is out now.
All right, up next, Vanilla Jones is bringing us all the celebrity and pop culture news you need to know about. See you in 3.
Woo, even